Hey, what's going on, guys? So today I've been getting a lot of questions about my canoe here, and a lot of questions about how I built it, what sort of modifications that I do on this canoe. And so I'm going to be making a video of this, just kind of showcasing my modifications and some of the things that I've added onto the canoe itself. So we're going to start at the front. Over here I have a 55-pound thrust bow mount trolling motor. The brand is called Haswing, or Aquos Haswing. I believe it's like a Chinese manufacturer. Bought it off of Amazon for roughly about 800 bucks. Comes with a quick release bracket. Actually doesn't come with a quick release bracket. I had to buy that separately. But yeah, overall it works perfectly. I made a mount for it itself. This mount is here. It's a piece of plywood that I traced it out with a cardboard, and then I just cut into shape, screwed it down with some stainless steel bolts and nuts, and just kind of made it like that. But the trolling motor itself works really well. I'm going to turn the remote controller here. I'm going to turn it on, and turn it on like this, and so it spins. The only thing that I really don't like about this, that I wish it could change, is that this beeping noise. When you press this, it beeps, and on the water it gets kind of annoying. But yeah, it's awesome. I can be sitting in the back of the canoe and just controlling my watercraft in the back without having to press any sort of pedal remote controller. It is a game changer for sure. So it doesn't have a reverse, obviously, but you can definitely spin it around here. It has 10 speed, but this is at its lowest setting. Going down, I have my battery mount here, or not the battery mount, but the battery box, Power Center by Minn Kota. It's a deep cycle marine battery that I bought from Walmart, fairly cheap, but it works. It does its job. The cool thing about this is that it has 2 ports here for your car charger. I can charge my phone on here if I want to, or other things, my GoPro if I need to. But it's pretty useful. On average, I get about, I want to say 6 to 8 hours of use on here, depending on how much I use my trolling motor. But it'll last me an outing on the water. So moving back, I took out the front seat on my canoe. I placed my Husky toolbox here. A little bit about this toolbox, and I could go more in depth of each things that I have on here. Just comment down below of what you want me to review, and I can definitely do that in depth. But cool thing is that it has a tray, and it can store a lot of my tackle in here. But going back to the seat, I removed it so I have more space out in the front. I'm bracing the front with a 2x4 that I stained and painted myself. In the front, I have 2 rod holders that I use when I'm out on Lake Michigan trolling for salmon or brown trouts. I don't always have this on my canoe. It's only when I'm trolling. I'm just showing you guys what I use as the setup. Below the 2x4, I have a box. It's a waterproof box that I got from Walmart. It has a little battery in there that I use for my fish finder here. I attach a Velcro onto the box itself, and then put 2 straps of Velcro, heavy duty commercial style Velcro, onto the back of the 2x4, strapped it down that way, and then use another Velcro strap to tie it down and make sure that it doesn't move while I'm traveling. Works fairly well. I'm going to show you what I use for my transducer mount. Over here, I have a Ram arm extender for the transducer. That goes down to the water. This is a Garmin Striker 7 SV. Works fairly well. Does its job. It doesn't have map, but that's the only downside of it. But yeah, it works well. Does the job. Going back down to the middle, I have the Scotty track mount on both sides, this side and then on the other side, obviously holding my fish finder. I use this to mount either my phone mount here. I can put it up to the side here and kind of just monitor my GPS on my on my trolling motor. Otherwise, I could put my phone up by my Husky crate as well. Over here, I have a quick cleat. This is used predominantly to hold my catch or my anchor. In the middle, I bought a folding seat off of Amazon, and I have it attached to one of those John Boats mount clamp thingamabob that you would normally use on a John Boat, but I use it for my canoe instead. On the side, I mounted some handlebars. I didn't want to drill extra holes into my canoe, and so I took out the bolts that is holding the seat in place here and drilled 2 holes on the side of the strap, and then just use the same hole to mount the strap onto that is holding onto the seat. I have another gear track from Scotty over here in case I ever want to fish from the back. I can definitely mount my fish finder, my transducer arm over there. Going to the back, I have my stabilizer, my pontoon style stabilizer from Spring Creek Manufacturing. Now it's a little bit pricey, I do want to say that, but the main reason why I purchased this one rather than making one myself is the ability to move this stabilizer anywhere on the canoe. If I want to take my daughter or another person fishing with me, I can definitely move this stabilizer to the middle and then fish from the front and the back without having to re-drill or take off all the wood that I would do on a do-it-yourself stabilizer. So I really like this system. It's a pretty cool system, but I do want to say that it is a little pricey for it. You can definitely do this yourself, but I didn't have the time or patience to go to the hardware store every time I needed a part. Another cool thing is that this is this hole shape on this floating thing. It cuts water pretty well compared to like some of the crab floats that I've found on the forums. So if you're using your gas motor or your trolling motor, it cuts the water pretty well. There's not a lot of drag on it. Obviously physics, you will have some drag if you're turning, but if you're going straight, there's not too much drag. So going back to the furthest part of the canoe, I have a Tohatsu 3.5 horsepower gas motor on my canoe. It's a 4-stroke. I bought it brand new on, I think it's like onlineoutboards.com for, I think I want to say $900. But it serves its purpose. I have a tiller handle extender on here. It definitely saves my back from twisting it and staying in that twisted position for so long. So if you were to ever get a tiller motor, definitely get a extender for it too. This Tohatsu serves me pretty well. It's a little bit hard to start on code. I wouldn't say it's hard. It takes about like 2 or 3 pulls to get it to go. But afterwards, it's just one pull. Below here, I have my cart for my canoe. If I was to ever car top my canoe on my car, I can use this cart and portage to the next lake, or actually just get down to the riverbank or the lake. And this cart has really saved me a lot of work from doing that. So overall, I mean, this is my canoe. I know a lot of people have been asking me questions about it, how it performs. If you want more information regarding what I've done on my canoe, definitely comment below, let me know. I would also do a more in-depth review on the outboard motor, giving you guys a better representation of how fast it will go on the water with all my gear on. I will also do another video of this Husky toolbox that I purchased from Home Depot. I would definitely say that it's a lot cheaper than getting a black box. This thing only cost me about like 40 bucks. So, like I said, if you have any questions, let me know down below. Thanks.